Light or Bright. I'm the author of the foundational essay for Do Justice. I am associate pastor at First Presbyterian Church of Neenah, Wisconsin, where I live with my family, my 2 young kids, and way too many animals on our little farm. I was drawn to the topic of do justice because that's core to my theology, that we are more than just rules, and we as a church are more than just a social gathering, but rather we are to be the hands and feet of God in the world, that we are called to act and live in ways that bring about deep and profound justice in the world. The story we focus on in this aspect is Jesus in the temple, right? He comes in and recognizes that his Father's house has become this one-stop shop place of commerce and chaos and folks buying and selling animals, and it's a marketplace, and it is intended to be a house of prayer. And Jesus kind of loses it and uses his voice and his physicality and his presence to drive folks out, that this is not going to be allowed to happen in the temple, not under his watch. That draws us into the ways we can help enact justice in the world by using our voices, by using our physicality as a presence. Now, I wouldn't condone us going in and necessarily wrecking shop anywhere, but I think for us to acknowledge the power that we carry as an institution, the church, and as individuals is really, really important. One of the things that I love about being Presbyterian is that we are a confessional faith, that we recognize that the process of acknowledging who we are, what we've done, what we've left undone, that is a part of how we live out our faith, and that in many of our churches, every Sunday, we speak in one voice and name where we have fallen short of living as God calls us to live. And then we are reminded that we are loved and we are forgiven and that grace abounds. And that cycle keeps us moving forward towards justice, reminds us that this is work that will never be completed in our lifetimes, but that we are still called to participate in actively. And as a denomination, as we treat our book of confessions as this important document that helps guide our faith, even seeing that as something that is not yet completed, that we recognize there is injustice in which we have participated, particularly around issues of race in the United States. And how have we as a church contributed to that? How do we continue to contribute to that? And how do we throw our voices and our energy and our power behind becoming something different? In our relationship to our confessions and our careful examination of what we're confessing to, why we're confessing to it, whose voices are being lifted up. Our most recent edition was the Belhar Confession, but in 2022, we decided as a denomination at General Assembly that we need to do more. We need to be more specific. We need to use our own voices and examine our own history as United States citizens and who actively participated in slavery and actively participated in upholding the legacies of racial disparity and harm caused by that legacy. And if we can't reckon with those aspects of who we have been and who we are, then we can't fully pursue justice the way we are called to do so. And so speaking up and using our voices in that way is one step closer to creating that just world.